Hey guys, welcome back to Goose Adventures. I am so glad you're here. I'm excited to take you on this adventure today. We are headed over to the Magic Kingdom. Now, this was filmed in 4K in March of 2024, and I'm just excited. It's a very busy day at the parks today, and it's a beautiful day. It's actually a little overcast, which is nice. It gives a break from the heat. But I'm excited to show you this. I thought I could walk you around the park a little bit and take you on a ride on the Jungle Cruise. Then after that, I thought we could go for a ride on the Peoplemover. Peoplemover is a great way to see Tomorrowland and some of the rides that were just built, such as Tron. So I'm excited for us to go on in this adventure together. Here is a beautiful shot of the castle here at the Magic Kingdom. And again, where there's people everywhere, I try not to put my camera in people's faces. That's why I swing like that and sometimes point at the ground. It's just so I'm not right in the middle of people's vacations. But you can see the crowds everywhere and everything going on. I love this walk over here. So I'm going to take you on a walk toward Adventureland. Now, Adventureland is where things like the Jungle Cruise are, as well as the spring roll cart. You've probably heard about that. They have one of my favorite snacks there at Disney is the spring roll cart. Usually it's like cheeseburger or Philly cheesesteak spring rolls. They're so good. Sometimes pizza spring rolls, so good. But yeah, Adventureland is one of our favorite places to head. There's a lot of fun stuff over there. Like I say, there's the flying carpets. That's where you can get like the Dole Whips in that area. So in this area is like Pirates of the Caribbean. And if you keep going around, you keep following around, you'll eventually run into Frontierland. And that's where Thunder Mountain is, as well as they're constructing it right now, the Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and I believe Tiana's Restaurant's going in right there. So lots of fun stuff if you head this way. But I'm excited to take you on this. Jungle Cruise has always been one of my favorites. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's animatronic animals, but it's a lot of fun, and usually it's the tour guides that make it. They tell a lot of silly jokes, and usually, you can get a fun boat of people and have a few laughs, and of course you get to see the famous backside of water. Now here on the right is the spring roll cart I was telling you about. It's one of my favorite places to stop for a snack. Usually the line curls way around, but they're pretty quick about servicing people, so if that's something you're wanting, I do recommend you grab those. We can head right into Adventureland here. It's always busy in this area. This is my favorite place to head if there's some sort of show or a parade or something where people are otherwise occupied. I try to head to this area or Tomorrowland, something like that, to try to get some of these good rides while other people are occupied. I tend to use the Disney Genie. I'll do a separate video about that. Jay's better at it than I am, but he can tell us our tips and tricks and stuff. And if you're new here, Jay's my husband. He has channels too, like Dr. Bad Vibes and Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks. But he's good at the Genie stuff, but he usually will book this stuff for us where we can get on the rides. You do have to pay for it, but oh, goodness, I just see it as part of the cost of the parks because I do not want to wait in these long lines. Like on a day today, like today where it's super busy like this, it comes in very handy. There's Skipper's Canteen we just passed. It's a restaurant based on the Jungle Book ride. Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise. We haven't actually eaten there. I've checked the menu before. It looks interesting. It looks a little more adventurous. My kid's not so much an adventurous eater, so we haven't done that. Plus, we're not huge on the sit-down restaurants here at the Magic Kingdom. We prefer to save that for like Epcot or something, but here we usually just grab like a spring roll or something and we keep moving. We do usually do the park hoppers, so that way we can spend part of the day in the Magic Kingdom, part of it in Epcot. Our secret, honestly, is we like to come on the evenings where Magic Kingdom's open a little later. I find that people bring their young kids here, so when it's open later, it tends to be a little bit less crowded. And again, when they're showing like those nighttime fireworks and stuff, that is when you go and you run and you ride your rides. That's what we find anyway. That's what works for us. We find that that's the best time. It's a little bit less wait time by doing it like that. Or you can stack your Genie, again, I'll get Jay to explain a little better than me, but your Genie plus passes and try to hit a couple of rides in the evening time. Because like today, as you can see, there are just people everywhere. But here we are on the Jungle Cruise. Let's take a listen. I'll let the tour guide take over from here. And hopefully you'll enjoy this. And then we'll keep talking a little bit and we'll go on the Peoplemover. Here we go.
It's Jungle Cruise. Yeah, okay. We are world famous for being famous all around the world. Just make sure you're sitting down for me, honey bunny, okay? Cool, awesome, perfect. My name is Skipper Aaron. I'm going to be your skipper for as far as we get. Awesome. All right, we now begin our journey in the Amazon rainforest on the Amazon River, where it does indeed rain over 365 days a year, okay? But you know what? Looks like they missed. Yeah, it's going to be a very long 15 minutes, okay? Just once again, honey bunnies, make sure you're sitting on those back pockets for me, okay? Cool, awesome. Anyway, a little bit of a boat orientation before we get too far along into our journey. You see this thing right here? This is the top of the boat, okay? You see this thing right down here? That is the bottom. Okay, anytime those two switch, okay, just swim. Alright, we are now entering the Congo River, and I'm just so excited to see how far we can go. Yep, okay, alright. Anyway, you know what? This boat's made to invite shop, you know, really exciting. Used to be swimming with skippers, but I don't see anybody. Canoe. Canoe, okay, alright. Anyway, I know, can anybody tell me what type of snake that is? It's plastic, that's right. Also not a boa, doesn't have any feathers. You know, very boring, just like this boat ride, okay? Oh my goodness. You know what? I just gotta get an invitation over to this office party. You know what? It's just bananas. Alright, guys, if you take a look right over here, okay, you are going to see absolutely nothing. Yeah, kind of like what this crowd is doing. I know one of us is going to have to step on their game, okay, and it's clearly not going to be me. You guys know what's noisier than an elephant? Two elephants. Anyway, you know what? We are now entering one of my favorite rivers, okay? It's super duper cool. It's called the Nile River. It's set to go on for Niles. And Niles, if you don't believe me, then you are in. Oh, it's well, you guys are just so good at participation. Really warms my heart. Anyway, this thing right over here, that's actually one of our more bolder attractions. I know a lot of travelers do take it for granted. I know my sentiments exactly, but you know what, I think it rocks. So anyway, we are now approaching the African belt, okay? There is a variety of wildlife. It does range from there to there. And you know, my favorite wildlife, thank you guys so much for asking. That's going to be those things all the way in the back. Those are called trees. Okay. Anyway, I know, have your friends take a look right over here, okay? You're going to see one of my very close friends. Ina, everybody say hi, Ina. Hi, Ina. I know she's always laughing at me. You know, this really gives me my ego. Anyway, you know what? They told me that danger is lurking around every single corner, except for this one. Over here is just going to be Smiley and Ginger. Okay, but you know what? I do have to warn you, because Ginger, she does snap. I know, she's one tough cookie. Okay, everybody wave hi. Alright, cool. Thank you so much to say to people who wave. Alright, perfect. Anyway, have you friends take a look straight ahead, okay? You're going to see the most beautiful thing in the jungle. That would be me. And Striker Falls. But you know what? Don't worry about that, because we're going to go over that later. Yeah, I know. This is a few things that's listening to. Yeah, but you know what? I think it's just on a main street. So anyway, here comes another boring part of our journey. Kind of reminds me of when my mom asks me how my career is going. It's sort of the same thing. You know, it's very plain to see. Take a crash course in my career. I've never took off, and I've been winging it. You know what? We are now entering the Hippo. This is so exciting, you guys, okay? So I was told that if you listen carefully, you might be able to hear some baby bears calling out for their mother. Okay, ready? Let's take a listen, shall we? so easy, even a monkey could do it. You know, I've never really heard a monkey be funny before or even drive a car. You know, those are just apes, okay? Don't get interested, alright? Anyway, you know, this is even crazier right here, okay? So if you take a look, you are going to see that these butterflies that just aren't what they used to be. Oh my gosh. That's right, caterpillars. Okay, alright. Anyway, if you friends haven't done so, really get your cameras ready, okay? Because it's the moment you have been waiting for. No, it's not the end. It's still want to go play. Hey, let's get up the world! The backside of water! Woo! Periodically. So anyway, we are down the Mekong River. You guys see that statue right over there? That statue's name is Shirley, okay? You guys see that right in front of us? That is a temple. Yeah, that's Shirley's temple. Okay, so nice. We're going to get in there, okay? You guys get ready for the 50-foot drop, okay? Can't wait. Here we go.
So I thought this tour guide was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Now I'm going to take you over to the Peoplemover so we can take a ride on that and look around the park this way. This is another one we always enjoy. I don't believe this one usually does any kind of fast pass to it, so you just wait. But this one, if you haven't been on it, is constantly moving, constantly loading when it's not broken down, but it constantly moves. So usually the wait time isn't too bad for you. You can see the line there, but that's still not too bad of a wait for this thing. I think I don't know, maybe waited less than 10 minutes, something like that, to get on it. But you take this little ramp up and then you hop in. The attendant will tell you which cart to get in, depending on how many people you have. You can ride this one forward facing or backwards facing. It's just a lot of fun. It's one that I remember from being a kid. And again, the view has changed since the construction of Tron, but it's a lot of fun. So let's go for a ride on this, and we can see what's going on around the park.
Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times. Keeping hands, arms, feet, right over here, friends. Thank you. Inside your car. And please supervise your belongings. Stay clear of the doors. These will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuide a sus niños. Gracias. Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos y brazos.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the Peoplemover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Morak 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see tomorrow.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green and red line.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by two of my favorite spots. First up, Progress City, Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny Peoplemover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny Borak. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer sweet.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light and speedy competition.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy N31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
This is Starport 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Mountain. Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destinations.
At the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy, the coral moons of Pisces 7. You H2O it to yourself. Book today.
Me again, I forgot to mention if you're traveling along with me but you haven't been on this ride, parts of this are dark, so don't adjust your screen. It is black in here. You just go through these pitch black patches. It's just part of the fun. And so you can still hear the noises, but you're not going to see anything on your screen for just a second.
Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
Hop aboard and launch high above Tomorrowland for a spin amongst the planets.
The next station is Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead. And so does the carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Report to your star cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against the evil Emperor's herd.
Affirmative. We're on it, Buzz. You can count on us. Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or nine, take the time to see this show.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our Peoplemover journey has nearly come full orbit. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluding, this is always my favorite part. Because now is the time. Now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow, today. See you in the future.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Step onto the platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep arms, antennae, and other appendages.
And there you have it. That was the Peoplemover. I hope you enjoyed that. I always enjoy riding that. It's just kind of a fun one to do right there in Tomorrowland, and a good way to see different parts of the park, especially, like I say, that Tron was under construction for years. Because of the 2020 situation, it kind of got held up, so it was just a big construction site for a long time. So we used to ride that and try to look for updates on Tron, but now Tron is up and running. You can see it clearly. So now I'm going to walk you around the Magic Kingdom and let you see parts of it. I might jump in with some conversation points if there's something interesting to talk about. Otherwise, just enjoy the ambiance. Here we go. All right, since things are so busy, I thought, you know what, let's jump on the train. It's been years since I've ridden the train. The train is at the very front of the park. When you come through the entrance part, you can go up these steps and ride the train. So let's do that. That might be a better way to see things, minus this huge crowd. Did I mention the crowd? Jeez, can you see it? I don't like to film people, so I point down at their feet. That's a lot of feet.
The train. We're currently departing Main Street Station. And if you're missing those friendly faces already, not to worry. On this train, it's never goodbye. It's always see you real soon.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Friends, I'm so delighted you've joined us today. There's nothing I enjoy more than showing folks around this magic kingdom, especially because it's certified proof that in these parts, dreams really do come true. See, there was a time not so long ago that I was just a young fella on Main Street with a balloon in my hand and a wish in my heart that someday I'd be the conductor of this train. And wouldn't you know it, with a bit of gumption and a dash of magic, here I am. So believe it when I say that around here, anything is possible. See what I mean? Hope you packed a compass, because that, folks, is the sound of adventure. Adventureland, I should say. Whether navigating wild jungle rivers, swashbuckling with jolly buccaneers, or even just scaling a towering treehouse, there's always plenty to explore here in Adventureland. Now, if you're more the rootin' tootin' type, then partner, saddle up, cause this here's Frontierland. Home to cowpokes, campfires, and country bears, this outpost is chock full of tall tales and an even taller mountain. We call it Big Thunder. Catch a ride on its runaway trains and you'll see why. On a more musical note, just ahead I heard some new critters are moving in and looking to make a splash. Take a listen. We're almost there. We've reached Frontierland Station, everyone, so sit tight and hold those horses until we've come to a complete stop. If you're disembarking, please carry your strollers all the way off the platform before unfolding. That'll help make room for any new buckaroos. Watch your step now. This is Frontierland Station.
Well, you're welcome to Frontierland, y'all. For your safety, remain seated so you hear the words all clear. Remain seated, please. Remain seated. Stay seated. Sit down.
Please keep an eye on your little ones.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Those of you who've been riding with me for a spell already know how much I love minding this railroad. But for those times I'm fixing for something a bit wilder, Big Thunder Mountain is the place. 'Cause there, the trains have a mind of their own. change in scenery means we've left the rattle and rumble of that old gold mine behind and entered my favorite leg of the journey. Lush wilderness, calm waters, and untamed beauty. Folks, we're in nature's wonderland. Isn't it something? Just think of the extraordinary things to see and do in these woods. Hiking trails, bird calls, fireflies, and starry nights. Setting out for adventure at sunrise and telling the tale around a campfire that night. Considering how wonderful things are out here, I'm fortunate that some of my closest friends call it home. That village is a truly special place.
Just a friendly reminder, keep those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Thank you.
Folks, we're just about out of the woods and into the forest. The enchanted forest of Fantasyland, where magic... Listen. Hear that?
There it is! On that big metal snake!
Oh, Peter, that's not a snake. It's a train.
Train, huh? Well, I think it's finally time I trained my shadow to stay put! Come here! Hey! Get back here, Shadow! Shadow!
Oh, Tinkerbell, we really must find some stronger friends.
Told you it's enchanted, and not just the forest. From the tips of castle spires to the sands under the sea, magic and happily ever afters await around every corner in Fantasyland. Friends, travelers, children of all ages, we're coming down the track and headed straight for the stupendous, the sensational, the spectacular, Fantasyland Storybook Circus. This is the place to soar with Dumbo or join Goofy in his stunt plane for some airborne acrobatics. This station is also your gateway to the rest of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. Now, please wait until the train has come to a complete stop. Gather your juggling pins, unicycles, and other belongings, and carry your strollers away from the platform before unfolding them. That way we can start loading up for the next leg of our trip. For those disembarking, please watch your step, and thanks for traveling with us. I hope you join us again real soon. If you're staying aboard, our next stop is Main Street Station.
For your safety, remain seated until you hear the words, all clear. Remain seated, please.
All right, that was it for the park for today. We did some things and took you along on some adventures. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm headed to the monorail, and I have many more adventures to come. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. Let me know your favorite part. If there's something you would like to see, let me know that as well. Do know that it's not just Disney I'll be doing on this channel. It's just that we went to Disney, so I got lots of footage to share with you all. So that's why I'm sharing that now, but I do plan on going lots of other places. But for now, enjoy this Disney content. I hope you do, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Again, I'm Jen. Honk Honk, everyone. You can find me on my main channel at Real Housewives Recaps. Thanks for watching. Have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.